Welcome back to episode 26 of Lovecraft Survival, where we compete to become the richest player on the Loverfella Minecraft server. And as I said last time, everybody, the richest person on this server has $1.6 billion, and we only have 987,000. So we got a lot of work to do today, and that is exactly why we're going to be building the biggest boat race on the entire server. That is right, everybody, a massive boat race. And in order to show you where this boat race is going to go, I'm actually going to fly up into the air. Okay, so now that I'm up into the air, and I'm just doing this to show you guys where the boat race is going to go, it's going to help you, trust me. I'll show you exactly what we're doing today. So, the boat race is going to start at this dock, and it's going to come out and around into the river, so it's going to be narrow in here. I can just imagine it now, all the boats jockeying for position, and then we're going to take the turn around under the bridge and then through our amazing river. If you guys have been here from the start, if you're an OG, put it in the chat, because you know we built this river and now it's going to have a use, because the boat race is going to come straight through the river. So when you're coming through the river, you're eventually going to hit these two bridges, which are not ideal, I will admit, because you can't get a boat through here. But you know what? We'll just have them get out of their boats and replace them once they get around the bridges. And then we're going to dig out right through this little canal here and connect our little bay here to the ocean. And once out in the ocean, we'll bring them straight across into the Harbor of Champions, the first one onto the big ship. So we'll have them get off right there and then go onto the ship. We'll be the victor of Isaac's first annual world's biggest boating race. I mean, just look at it. So they're going to swing around and come all the way around just to get to the giant boat. This is going to be one of the biggest projects we've ever undertaken. And you know what? We are going to kill it today. And you know what, guys? I think in order to do a great job today, we need to bless somebody. So you know what? I'm just going to pick a random name in chat. Look at this. Pick Picalex3456. We're just randomly going to pay them $5,000 because we are great people and they need to know that. There she is. Watch this. I'm not even lying too. There's $5,000, baby. We just lost $5,000 to make somebody's day, and that is why we are eventually going to win this series, because, you know, we roll with kindness. I think if I pay it forward, somebody in the future will pay it forward to me, and that's how we live our lives. Okay, so I got a bunch of lime green wool, and that is how we are going to be building the boat race. Oh my gosh, look at the nightfall. Oh, it's becoming night, but I'm building the boat race, and what I'm going to do is basically make green pillars that you can see basically really easy. That's all we care about. They got to be able to know where they're going, and all they have to do is drive in between here. I'm going to put some tripwire hooks hooked up to some redstone lamps. I know I am using redstone. Oh, it's going to be a rough day, but when they go through here, they'll trigger the tripwire and it'll light up the lights, and then they'll have to continue on to the next little like green pillar column. All right, so like a 10-minute update here. I have got the first one, the second one, and the third one put in. So as you can see, we'll start here, and then they're just going to follow through the green pillars. And then once they get into the river, it might confuse a little, like a couple people, because it splits into two right here. But they should see the green pillar on the left, and they'll know to go into the left. And once in the river, there's really like no way they could get lost, because there's really only one path. So it's working out so amazing, and I am so excited for this episode. We're getting right into the action, and we will become the richest player on the Loverfella Minecraft server. But you know, it takes time to build the infrastructure. I say it every episode, but we are getting a better and better. What the heck is that? Oh God, everybody, I gotta pause my recording real quick. They're asking me to do something for the server. I said this last episode. I don't do things, guys. Oh, whatever. I'll be back. I just completed the task I was given. They made me actually do stuff for the server. First of all, I hope that never happens again. Second of all, back to the task. We have got to continue this boat race, and in order to do that, we need to go dig out that connection from the bay over to the ocean. All right, so I'm at the bay now, and we need to connect this area of water over to the ocean. It should be relatively easy. We have a nice shovel, and we just basically have to blaze through all this dirt. It is going to be a breeze. All right, so I dug it out. That was super easy. It probably didn't even take a minute. Now I got some water buckets from my old house right there, and now we just have to basically place these down until we get the water to flow all the way to the other side. Oh, there we go. It is so satisfying to fill in a canal, and this is not the Suez Canal, because we are not going to have a freaking container ship block all of our boats for a freaking week. That was crazy. That driver must have had such a bad day. If you know what I'm talking about, that poor driver, man, I feel so bad for him. It's really hard to tell like what level the water is with shaders because it's all like, look at this. This is so uneven, but it kind of looks normal because of the shaders. Oh man, that's the really big downside of the shaders here. Okay, and just like that, we have the connection complete. The boats can now go from the river out to the ocean. Now we need to bring our lime green pillars all the way back to the other dock. This project is just speeding along at an amazing pace. We're gonna be done in no time. Okay, and I am building the last one and the boat race is done. This was literally the easiest project ever. You just swim around and place lime blocks randomly. I mean, oh my goodness, we need to go take this entire course for a test run. As you can see though, we brought them across from the lake way over there. Oh, it just went so quick. That was, I mean, this project took me like 15 minutes. It was supposed to take the entire episode. I mean, we are making amazing improvements to the base today. I need to get some wood to make a boat, so we're just gonna go down into our secret storage. If you know, you know, baby. All right, let's give this course a test run. We can imagine like us with 10 other boats right now, and then the gun goes off and boom, we're all going. So here we go, in between the first one. See, now this is super clear where we're going. We just need to make sure there is no confusion. Right here, a little bit of confusion, but you know what? I think that's good because some people might try to go that way or that way and somebody might overtake them. You know, it's important to have a couple areas where people can take back the lead. Okay, now we head into the river. This is where it's going to be really rough with a bunch of boats. Here's the turn. Some people might go to the right there and they'll get screwed over, but that is not our problem. Okay, this is looking awesome, everybody. This is such a cool project, by the way. It's just nice to have a use for the river that we built. There's our horse barn up there. Okay. I mean, the river really has nothing you could get confused with because there's nowhere else to go. So I didn't even put lime green wool in here. Okay, so this is where the bridge is at the end of the river. And it does get a little confusing here, but I will tell everybody participating in the race, and I'll even show it to them, and I'll have a sign here too, that you have to get out of your boat, hop across here. It's a little bit of like a triathlon here. You got to run too. Put the boat back in, and we are where we just dug through to the ocean. Got to make a turn here. So we need some lime green wool right at the entrance here because nobody would know where to go, right? And there is the entrance to this. Now it gets a little narrow in here because it is a canal that we built. Okay, steer, steer, steer. Oh man, we're not doing very good. We'd be losing the race if we were that bad. And then you come out in the open and right back towards the ships. This is the coolest thing we've ever built because like as you're boating around, you get to see the whole base. Look at, there's bees flying around in that giant ship, man. I just cannot get enough of that ship. It is so cool looking, and you just swim right over, you boat right over, I should say, to the finish line. Now we just need to add the tripwire hooks and some redstone lamps, and we will be done with the boat race portion. Okay, so I went ahead and set up the first of the green columns, and this is what it looks like now. I put lanterns on the top because it just makes it a little bit easier to see, especially if we're night boat racing. I mean, we don't want anyone to get confused. And then I just did very simple redstone here. It's just a tripwire hook. When you drive through it, it lights it up. Now, the reason we wanted that is because people behind you, if they get too far behind, they're going to be able to see if you actually went through the pillar or not by if this lights up or not. And they could call you out if they don't see it, you know? So that's just a little bit of a cheating proof measure. So I'm going to go do this exact same thing on every single pillar, and I'll show you when we got it complete. Okay, I'm on the last one. It took an entire Minecraft day almost. The sun is about to set, but we have gotten this done once I place the last lantern up here. And boom, I will give a little tour on my boat of what it looks like now. Oh, that string is going to be gone forever because I am not going down for it. All right, so we are moving backwards on the course right now, but as you can see, I think it's super obvious where you have to go now. You hit the tripwire, and if I hop out real quick, boom, you can see that it's lit up, and that is how people behind them are going to tell if they're cheating. We got the entire boat race complete now. Now here is where the story gets interesting. If you've been watching this series since the start, I made this fishing shack a long time ago because I wanted to do a fishing tournament, and I just don't know why we never got around to it, but it was hard to organize people for the event. So what we're going to do is a massive triathlon Olympic episode coming in the very near future where we'll have 3 events. Event number 1 will be a fishing tournament because fishing is my favorite thing to do in real life. So I am of course going to include it in the all sports Olympic awesome triathlon battle. So we're going to have all contestants around this lake, and the best fishing catch is going to win the event. Event number 2 is going to be the massive boat race. I would say it's the world's largest boat race on the entire server. And event number 3 is going to be built by Raining Soap. I just talked to him in real life because we do live together, if you didn't know that. And he said he wanted to build the 3rd event. I believe he said something to do with horseback archery, which sounds pretty awesome to me. So, I mean, this is going to just be an amazing episode coming up soon. We laid the foundation today, but we still got plenty more to do today. I mean, gosh, that was a quick project. We can do a lot more. So I'm thinking, while we have the giant Olympic events going on in the future, we're going to want to get some of those contestants to come over here and use my flower casino. So I got it stocked up with bone meal, and I just wanted to give you guys a few trial runs. So imagine somebody just bet $100,000 on this flower casino. Let's see what would have happened. See, we just would have pocketed $100,000 because they did not get a flower. In fact, let's see how many attempts it takes for them to actually win some money. Nope. Okay, so we're up 200 grand. Okay, so there they would have made $500. That is nothing. I mean, guys, it never gives 2 flowers. That's all I want to say. 1 flower, not even good enough. 1 flower, not good enough. Oh my God. See, we are literally going to make bank with this thing. It's impossible to get 2 flowers. I'm convinced. Oh man, look at this. So as you can see, I mean, I'm done. We're never going to get 2 flowers. It's literally impossible to win this casino. That is exactly what we wanted. We're going to scam people out of so much money. Gosh, it's just such a good time. And I can't think of a better thing to do now than open a daily key. Now, I know we were just talking about scamming people, but if you remember at the beginning of the episode, we paid somebody $5,000 out of the kindness of our heart, and that's exactly why this crate is going to reward us today. Dang it! I should never have talked about scamming people. You have got to remind me next episode to not talk about bad things before we open up crates. I mean, we gave away $5,000, but it got canceled out by the fact we're going to scam people with a casino. Dang it. Well, as I'm putting my stuff into the chest of shame, I also have these strawberry boots that I said I was going to give away to somebody. And you know what, guys? I know this may rub some of you the wrong way, but there is a person on this server who just joined, and he has been asking for stuff this entire time I have been online. And I just feel like, as a community, you know, the Isaac BC76s of the world, we're going to go bless this noob on the server. You know, I like making people's days, and I feel like he is going to appreciate these boots more than any of us ever could have, because he just joined the server. He has nothing. So I think it's a really cool thing. And I mean, guys, this is basically a gift from all of us, because you guys got me the key, and now we're going to go bless somebody's day. Okay, guys, here he is. He is using a little public grinder, so none of this is his. He literally has the starter kit armor. We are going to be blessing this man today, and I want to thank all of you, because I mean, this is you. I want to keep saying that. This is from you guys. We are going to be blessing this man today. Enjoy. He just said, wow, thank you so much. He loves the vids. He just said that in chat. If you guys can see it right there. So he does watch the video. So technically, I did just bless one of you guys. Now, I want to see him put them on. I want to see the new Jordans on. Okay, there we go. He put on the new shoes. He said he loves them. I mean, guys, I love making people's day. This was the most fun episode you ever did see. Oh, man. If anybody ever buys me a key again, this is exactly what we're going to be doing with it. Screw making money. I like making people's day. Man, enjoy TTV Monster. You are going to need those boots. They are awesome. They're better than the boots I have. I mean, we basically just gave him a brand new pair of Nikes while we're rocking some New Balance, but it is okay because he is going to be happy the rest of the day. Oh, look at that. He's following me. Oh, come on, little buddy. Come on. Yeah, we'll walk right out of here. Look, he's like a little double me. He's just following me behind. I love this. I mean, technically, he probably would do whatever I asked now, but that's not why we did this. We need to go home before we get any bad ideas. I've arrived back at the house, and if you know what these gravestones are for, turtle number 2 and No Name the Horse. Everybody take a moment of silence. But not too long, because we got a lot of stuff to do still. Oh man, I'm sorry guys, but you know what? You got in the way of productivity, and we need to do some massive improvements today. So if you notice, we're only $18,000 away from 1 million, and I think we all need to see that number go to 1 million in this episode. So we need to find a way to make some quick cash, and I think the perfect way to do that is going to be to harvest our crops. They look like they're done for the most part, so let's get some farming, and we have not done some farming since like episode 1. So it is farming day at the Isaac estate, and watch this, boom! You never thought I could do redstone? Never look at those back two. That is the unwritten rule of this entire server. When you guys are harvesting crops when they're only like 50% grown, do you just break everything, or do you kind of like weave and bob and only break the ones that are full? I'm kind of mixed. It depends on how I'm feeling that day. Today, for some reason, I got a lot of energy. I'm avoiding all the ones that aren't grown all the way, but honestly, usually I just mow through the whole thing and just replant it all. Now, I don't know why, but for some reason the potatoes are like all grown and the other ones weren't. I couldn't tell you why that is. Well, it wasn't the biggest harvest today, but we did get some things, and I had some extra sugarcane from when we used to have sugarcane all around our base. So we're gonna do /sell, and we'll see what we can get for this. I don't think it's gonna be enough. So it's only $8,000, but you know what? That is gonna push us a little bit closer. We're only $9,000 away from breaking the 1 million mark. I've been trying to do this since the series began, and it's gonna take 26 episodes. We will get it today. Oh, I forgot to harvest the bamboo and the cocoa beans. I don't know how much these are worth, but we might as well do that and see if it pushes us up to the million. All right, and there we go. We chopped those down. I don't think I misclicked a single time, by the way, while harvesting the cocoa beans and bamboo. You should have seen me. I was like a ninja out there. I was just like a lethal clicker. I was a boom, 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 boom. Oh, you already grew for me? I will harvest you again. Why does the bamboo grow so fast? Look at that. The cocoa beans are already... Did anybody just see that? I literally harvested these things like not even 10 seconds ago. Wait a minute. Guys, listen. This is gonna sound crazy, but these carrots and everything literally take, like, when I say like 5 hours in real life to grow, I'm not even kidding you. And these cocoa beans seem to grow instantly. What if we mass produce cocoa beans? And I mean like a giant wall. We're talking millions of cocoa beans. I don't know how much they're worth. We need to figure this out right now. We could have just broke the server. Oh, they're worth like nothing. No wonder they grow so fast. But you know what? If we had 1 million of them, hold on now. Okay, so we just harvested and we only made $800, so they really did make them worthless. But man, look, that one just grew in front of our eyes. That one did too. Guys, the cocoa beans grow at an unprecedented rate. If we could mass produce those, I'm thinking maybe that could be an amazing way to make money. Somebody do the math on how much this would actually make. We could have just broke the server. For some reason, the tick rate is different on the cocoa beans. Oh, very interesting. Big discovery by us today. Oh, and we can also harvest our... Look at that, the cactus just grew right in front of our face. Oh my goodness, we're seeing all the cool stuff today. We can harvest our cactuses and sell those maybe. We'll see how much we made. It does appear that our cactuses are not really producing as much as we would want. Maybe we need to go higher with it so we get like twice as many. But we'll see how many 64 cactuses is worth. 284. Not great, to be honest with you. But we're only 7,500 away. Let's get it. All right, I'm in my original base, if you see here, and I was looking in this chest, and there's a book by Lovecraft here. Now, I don't know about you, I won't do it today, but don't you think a Lovecraft signed book would have a lot of value on the market? I mean, this is like a rookie edition Michael Jordan, or like a Pokemon, like a Charizard first edition. I mean, come on, this is like a vintage book right here. The first one Zach ever wrote to us in the mail. So maybe we could sell that in the future. Is that cheating? That's probably cheating, I don't know. But we do have some lapis and stuff. I'm just trying to look in here for things to sell to make a quick buck. Some nether quartz, I will never use that. I mean, come on. It'd be nice to build with, but it's way too hard to get in survival. Guys, I'm not even going to lie. I forgot that we even built this down here. I had big plans for this bedroom, and I don't think I've been down here a single time. What the heck is this? Oh, is this a Zach's boat thing? Okay, yeah, see, I have not been down in this bedroom a single time. I don't know why I never come down here. Usually I go to Ben's place to enchant things, but man, gosh, we got to start using this more. I have not went mining in forever. We even have a freaking MacBook Pro down here, and we're not even using it. But I did get a little bit more stuff. I don't know how much this is worth. We'll go ahead and sell it. Oh, only 1,000, man. We are struggling to get to that million mark. I'm desperate. Let's just sell some diamonds. Do we even need diamonds? How much are these worth? Only 1,000? I'm not selling them for that. Come on, game. You're ripping me off. I just found an item that is worth a ton of money that we'll never use. Blocks of redstone. Oh my gosh, I've been waiting to get rid of these things for so long. This is the perfect thing. Boom, boom. We now have $1 million, everybody. It was the redstone that got us over the top. Who would have thought, man, I was in there for so long trying to find items to sell. And man, a lot of stuff on this server is completely worthless. I mean, my goodness. Good thing we have a business over there, because selling items is not the way to make money on this server. We have $1 million though, everybody. Who thought that this would happen? I was doubting myself. I'll just say it. I didn't think We had what it took to get to $1 million, and I am so proud of us. This is a major milestone for us, and everybody, you need to pat yourself on the back right now because you were a big part of it. You kept me going. The motivation I see in the comments, I mean, man, it is just a great feeling. We need to celebrate at the bar with the parrots. Let's have a drink and a melon, baby. Give me that melon. I need to eat that thing. Celebratory melon. That's all we have time for today, though. Thanks for watching.